Morning, everyone. We will be starting shortly. I request all the faculties to please mute themselves. All the faculties are requested to please mute themselves.
मुंबईला रेडर होता आणि त्या एरियात एवढं बेकार कंडिशन होती.
It is very important for teachers that they must learn AI research to efficiently distill vast literature, design engaging curricula, and save hours on administrative tasks. A very good morning to one and all present here. It gives me, Anurupa Ganguly, Assistant Professor at DBIT, to welcome you all to the session 5 of day 3 of our 1 week FDP on the theme AI powered smart teaching, outcome based education, and digital pedagogy for 21st century educators. Moving on to day 3 of session 5. Today, we have amongst us Professor Ehtaram Raza Khan, postdoctorate PhD Associate Professor of Jamia Hamdard, who will deliberate on the topic AI in academic research. About our resource person, Professor Dr. Ehtaram Raza Khan is working as a senior academician at Jamia Hamdard, Delhi. He has over 26 years of rich experience and has done PhD in the field of software engineering and neural networks. His research areas are software engineering, computer graphics, machine and deep learning, big data analytics, cybersecurity, and IoT. He has been actively involved in training and placement activities as head and has offered consultancies to 15 plus companies. He has over 45 international and Indian patents and copyrights against his name. He has written over 24 books and 30 book chapters. He has also got 175 plus research papers in SCI, Scopus, Springer, and peer reviewed journals. He has so far been involved with 100 plus invited talks and 50 plus keynote addresses. He is a famous international speaker. So, without further ado, let us welcome Sir as he takes the stage. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anirupa. Uh, Pleasure is all mine. It's been a wonderful morning in Delhi, raining since yesterday and a pleasant weather here.
Absolutely,
So
sir.
let's hope this session would be very good. I'll keep it very simple. Basically, we have assembled here to share our experiences. And we are all wonderful professors from wonderful colleges, universities, and we are all looking at how the world is undergoing changes. There is a line from Alfred Tennyson, old order changes yielding place to new. So, old order changes yielding place to new would mean that our education system is undergoing a change, and that change conforms to NEP 2020 and the dream of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji to have the success of this NEP 2020 and then follow it up with NEP 2030, where we will be talking about Indian knowledge systems and we'll be looking at how the culture will be incorporated back into the education. So, welcome everyone. A very good morning. Topic for today would be, let me just permit ma'am to share the screen and then I'll start. I'll keep
Yes,
it very
the sunshine.
simple. Yeah. And I'll give plenty of time for the discussion also at the end. You can, in the meantime, type your queries in the uh, chat box or question answer section. So topic for today for me is generative AI in research and in innovation. The word innovation has gained a lot of importance after the slogan Jai Innovation. So we are going to be talking about how artificial intelligence all started, then how generative AI is now taking the center stage. So Anupa ma'am, if you can just tell me if I'm audible and visible both so that
Yes,
I
sir.
can
Yes, sir.
start confidently. Okay,
Surely,
ma'am.
sir.
And I'll keep on a very bad habit. I keep on asking every 10-15 minutes about the feedback. So please keep on telling me if I'm visible and audible both. I'll just need
Absolutely,
a
sir.
thumbs up. Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. So let's start. So this is going to be one more thing, ma'am. Will I have to permit the candidates or you will be permitting at
So
your end?
we are doing this, sir. We have our backend
Okay.
technical team
Okay,
who
ma'am.
will be managing this.
Okay, ma'am. So let's start. Let's see how in Corona times when we were struggling, technology came to our rescue. And there is a lot of talk here, ICT in NEP 2020, artificial intelligence in NEP 2020. And to become the wish guru, definitely technology would be playing a very big role. So here it is today. You have been for the last 3, 4 days, you've been talking about artificial intelligence. We have been talking about how it is useful in education. Again, lots of topic you would see they're getting repeated, but let's talk about the tools today. My focus would be to discuss on the tools that we are using in our research, in our education, and see how we can take the benefit out of it. We'll have the discussion. I'll share my experiences in between. I've been teaching for the last 30 years now, and so lots of things that we'll be starting. There was a word I saw in your FDP title, and that was digital pedagogy. And then we have outcome-based education on which we are all working. And digital pedagogy would remind me like the initial part was, if you all remember, there was Master G in a school and college, and he used to carry that stick and then a bag on the shoulder. So that initial pedagogy was the Master G type of approach, and then we started using computers, then we started using slides. Now we are using our LMS, and we are using so many tools. So these type of FDPs are very important right now because we are going for transformation, and this transformational change will take India to the path of becoming the wish guru to 2047. So let me start. Generative AI in research and innovation. It will be interesting, but there will be tools that I will be talking about and tools that you all are using, and maybe some new tools you find today. We'll be having the discussion also. So my agenda for today is the introduction, evolution of AI in research. You know now about education. We're going to talk about research today, then the tools and applications, ethical considerations. Ethics is important, and we'll be talking about ethical. The questions I'll be putting forward would be myself. Lots of MMTCs I've been taking, and they have been asking me the questions. So I'll be reminding about those questions also. There was one mother, 5 year old, of a 5 year old kid, and she was saying, "Sir, my kid is using Chat GPT for the homework." So these kind of things are coming up. We'll be discussing. I'll be taking up your experiences also. So let's start on this journey today. Thank you, DBIT, for giving a chance for this session. So introduction to generative AI. Generative AI is a branch of artificial intelligence
Sir,
capable
I'm
of
sorry
creating.
to interrupt you in between. Your slides have not been shared. The presentation is not shared yet.
Just a minute. I'm so sorry. I think I forgot that. Is it here on the screen?
No, it's still not shared, sir.
Sorry, ma'am. I think there's a
No worries, sir.
just give
No
me a
worries.
second.
Wait.
Just a moment. I think I didn't share from here. Sometimes technical people also falter, ma'am. So this was a just a moment. So now I think we are
And
visible and
now
audible
is
both.
now this is visible, sir.
Yeah. So my agenda for today is introduction. We'll be talking about how it evolved. What will be the tools that you'll be using, the tools that I'm using, the tools that we can share in future, then ethical considerations, future and trends and opportunities. What are the future opportunities with us? So we are going to be discussing about generative AI is a branch of AI capable of creating new content. Now, this content word is very important, and this Gen Z, which we are teaching every day, and they are in our classes, they are in our labs, and they are in our workshops. This Gen Z is very particular about content creation. So the same thing applies to the teachers. We are all technocrats, we are all wonderful professors, and we know that we can use the technology even better. So, just to remind that my mother and your parents and your grandparents, they are using mobiles like anything, and they're using all the tools. They're even creating MS Word. They're talking about Excel. They're creating mails, sending the reels and everything. So the part here is everyone is so technocrat nowadays that we are all using technology. So why not the teachers like us who are technocrats, who know how to shape the world? Why not teachers can use this? So this is the focus of the FDP, that if we can use artificial intelligence in our education, we can certainly gain a lot of advantage. Corona taught us something. Corona taught us, like, even if we didn't have the resources, we were the front warriors apart from doctors, nurses, hospitals. We teachers and we institutions were right there, and there was no 0 year when everyone was fearing there can be a 0 year, but everything happened. Board exams happened, everything happened. So that is kind of a strength that we Indians are. We can do anything that we strive for. So generative AI is a branch of AI capable of creating new content. The content would include the text. We will see today how we can create articles, how we can use essays, write essays, how we can write our synopsis, how we can write our literature review, how we can use the scripts. So we are all going to be talking about the tools today, and I'll take your experiences also, which tools you are using towards the end. Then images, artwork, designs, visualizations. As we say, picture says 1,000 words. So if we can visualize, if we can use the tools like Power BI, and we can use the tools like Tableau. So we'll be discussing about those tools, how we are making use of them in education, in our research work. Then the audio and video, music, speech synthesis, animations. So one of the key point of NEP 2020 is it says, like, we have to make our sessions, our content to be engaging. The students should be engaged to the sessions. We should be glued to the screen. हम चुप क्यों रहे हैं? We should be glued to the screen. So this is where one of the topics there in the topic digital pedagogy would mean how to use technology and how to design the instructions in such a way that the students they benefit the most. Look, one thing is for sure, even if we are the best in the best in the world, but if we create presentations like they are unable to reach our villages, students, like a small city students, if they are not able to take out the facilities, use the facilities, and every exercise that we do, the money that we have spent, all will go waste. So for the success of NEP 2020 and then the succeeding one 2030, it's essential that our presentation, our content, whatever we are planning and we are making should be accessible to all. And again comes the slogan here that India is having Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. We are talking about inclusive education, education for all. So NEP 2020 conforms to there should be inclusivity. Everyone should be included. So here AI is going to play a very big role. So audio and video, text, images, generative AI is going to help you. We are going to talk about today. Then another questions that you will put towards the end would be, sir, what are the ethics involved? Can I ethically use it? We'll be having a lot of questions, I'm sure, on that also. So what would be the key features? The key features of what we'll be discussing today. Our AI algorithms, our generative AI tools would help us in pattern recognition and learning. We can harness vast data sets to identify intricate patterns, underlying structures, enabling intelligent and context-aware outputs. That means we have large data sets. And as MBA people at Don Bosco, you all know that the data is the new fuel. So they say data is the new oil now. So data is important. And right now we are having so much of data, and you must be hearing this word again and again as we'll be discussing for the next 90 minutes. Now, not only we are talking about the data that I used to carry in my floppy drive. When I was doing my MCA in 1993, 94 from Aligarh Muslim University, we were very happy. We had just one floppy, small floppy for 1.4 MB was the capacity. And we could store all our notes, all our programs, C programs in those floppies. We were very happy. Then came a time when pen drives came up, then pen drives, external drives came up. Now even the cloud storage is being used. So such is the kind of data that we have. Another example that we always take from our life is the landing of Chandrayaan on the moon. So much of data was processed by our Indian scientists using AI algorithms. Other countries were failing continuously, but India succeeded because we were able to harness the vast data sets to identify the patterns, underlying structures, enabling intelligent and context aware outputs. So, another point where generative AI would be very helpful creative and problem solving abilities simulates human like creativity, offering innovative solutions, generating original content tailored to diverse needs. So we are creating and problem AI is helping us to create human like creativity. Now the point here is I was having a session for pharmacy there, and there they were talking about virtual patients. Even if you don't have real patients, AI will generate virtual patients for you. AI will generate virtual criminals for you on which your lawyers can work on the AI systems. So AI is here to step. Just imagine, suppose a multi-starrer movie is being made, and in that multi-starrer movie, suppose the actor dies. So in between now, we can use deepfake, we can use AI algorithms to generate that person. So part here is that we can AI will help us to recognize the patterns and learning, create creative and problem solving abilities and versatile applications, powers advances across multiple domains, including research, education, creative industries, healthcare, beyond. Now AI is there in all applications virtually. You see the farmers in Haryana, in Punjab, they are making use of dashboards, they are making use of artificial intelligence, they are making use of healthcare is making use of AI, banking is making use of AI. So why not research? Why not education? Why not use that in our education part? So here we'll see today how we can take the benefits. So if we summarize pattern recognition, creative and problem solving abilities, versatile applications we can work on, multimodal content generation, as I said, produces diverse formats such as text, images, audio, video, delivering comprehensive solutions for complex challenges, adaptive learning and improvement. This point is very important, continuously evolves through user feedback enhancing accuracy, relevance, and effectiveness over time. The example best is we used to have our normal exams. So we used to have normal semester earlier, and then we used to have feedback at the end of the semester. Semester is over, the paper is over, and then we used to take the feedback. So what is the use of that feedback? It will only be used next year. But the AI-based systems that you have been talking about the last 3, 4 days, they're talking about instant feedback. So as soon as your class is over, your LMS, we have been looking in our universities every week. We are getting the feedback, how our lectures were on star rating, what was the result. So AI is here to help not only agriculture, finance, and healthcare and robotic surgery self-riding applications, weather forecasting. It is here to stay for education also. So we'll be discussing the tools today. Very shortly, we are going to be talking about the tools also. So for the last 10 minutes, what we have been talking about is just a moment. Why is generative AI important for research? So, ma'am, if you can just tell me if I'm audible and visible both, if everything is on
Yes,
track,
sir.
ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, ma'am.
Everything is okay, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. So, as I said, the time is here, the challenges are before us, and now Indian brains are the best brains in the world. We'll all agree. So, why not take the challenge? If technology is there, if India is a rich country now, why not use this everything for the development of the country? We are also talking about UN goals. 2030, we have to complete those 16, 17 sustainability goals. So, if we talk about goal number 4, which is quality education and quality education for all. So the discussion here moves ahead. So why is generative AI important for research? I think some one's mic is on. If there's any problem that I can help. Okay. So why will it be important? Why we are discussing that? Because what AI will talk today, it will automate the tedious task, simplifies processes like literature reviews, data analysis, report writing, saving time for critical research. Now, what happens? Suppose a student comes to you as a supervisor, you are the supervisor, a student has been allotted to you, and that a student comes up to you, sir, I want to work on this topic. So then you would say, come on, come after a week and search out some topics, read some papers, research papers, and then come back to me. Now, you see, reading 10 papers, 20 papers would take time, 100 papers would take a lot of time to read. And that student will have to run from library to library, get the printouts, get the photostats. So this was a manual system, and this we were all doing. So the people all here, we know the kind of labor that we have put behind, the kind of hard work that we have put behind all of this. Now it's easy. Now, as we'll discuss today, that there are tools, the tools which can do the survey of 100 papers in a few minutes, and it will create the summary and give me the summary of one page. And that summary, believe me, that summary will even include the links and the URLs of the websites from where the reference has been taken. So I can just click that reference, that URL, and I just reach to that point. So generative AI would automate the tedious task. It will simplify processes like literature reviews. A lot of time would be saved, data analysis, report writing, saving time for critical research. You can spend more time on critical research. Just imagine if we are all knowing that we are all having wonderful publications in the last 4 or 5 years, lots of SCI papers, lots of Scopus papers, lots of patents, copyrights being filed. And this is because now we have the time, we get the time because we are using the tools that are saving us that important valuable time. Then enhanced data processing. We can use AI to handle large data sets efficiently, uncovering patterns and insights quickly, though large data sets. Now, let me just take example. I said 1.4 MB floppy drive that we used to carry, and it used to fit on our, we used to wear those killer jeans in 1990s, and killer jeans were those fat, fat jeans, and they were not tight fits, and they were normal jeans, and in those pockets we used to keep that floppy drive very proudly. We have the floppy drive in our pocket. Now just assume we are not talking about kilobytes of data, 10 to the power 3, we are not talking about that data, 10 to the power 6, we are not talking about that. We're talking about 10 to the power 9, 10 to the power 12, 10 to the power 15 petabytes and all, terabytes, petabytes we're talking about. So imagine with a calculator and with pen, paper, and pencil, we cannot solve that. Let us be very sure we cannot do that kind of work manually. So we need artificial intelligence algorithms, which we have. They work on that large amount of data. Now, another point is we should be looking for collaboration. Not everyone can be the programmer, not everyone can be uh, would be able to write the code. But then there are friends in the college. The MBA students can talk to the BTech students. BTech students can talk to their mentors. Those mentors can take you to the incubation centers. Every college has a research and development cell now. It comes under NEP 2020 that every college university will be having a separate research cell. And in those research cells, we are having incubation centers where the universities, colleges are giving space for free for the companies to come and sit on their campuses. So that is the kind of things that are taking place. So your students comes up with the idea, goes to the teacher will mentor those students and then would take them to the incubation centers, and then the solutions are coming. I've gone to so many colleges as examiner and then as expert also. Now in postdoc also, I have been looking at lots of colleges where I'm going. They all have incubation centers, not only the big cities, even the colleges like IMS in Ghaziabad, Yacht in Greater Noida, then Sharda University, Agra. I have seen the kind of incubation centers, and they are really helping the students. And our colleges also, they are making use of AI to handle large data sets efficiently, uncovering patterns, insights quickly. You see, lots of elections are being won because of these data science, data handling, data analytics. First, Trump won it, then our Kejriwal ji in Delhi won the elections. Now Modi ji is winning. So the part here is AI is really helping. So it automates tedious tasks, enhances data processing, generates innovative ideas. So it offers us unique perspectives and support hypothesis generation by analyzing historical data. We'll talk about the tools very shortly, and there you see, let's say I always use Hyper, right? I'm using ChatGPT, I'm using Grok to generate innovative ideas. Look, every one of us is using the prompt nowadays. The part here is if we can use the prompt properly, if I can write the question properly, if I can draft my question properly, then I can ask that prompt to do that. So AI is helping you to generate innovative ideas. And as I said at the start of the session, J Innovation is a new slogan. So AI is helping you to offer perspectives, unique perspectives, and support hypothesis generation. I'll show you how we can generate hypothesis that your null hypothesis and the hypothesis preceding that, coming after that. So they're all done by the AI systems in a very quick amount of time. We'll talk about tools and discuss simulation and modeling we can do using AI, as I said, about virtual patients, about virtual clients, improves accessibility, translates research, and simplifies complex concepts for wider audiences. So this was a point for the last 15, 20 minutes. We have started this, like how artificial intelligence is being used in research. Yesterday, we talked about, day before, we talked about how AI is being used in education. Now, today's topic is we are talking about how it can be used for research work that we researchers are undertaking. So, why is it important? Quickly, if we see, personalizes research insights, customizes recommendations and literature curation for a specific research need. The word here is personalizes. So it is like if you talk about a medicine, suppose I'm talking about medicine, a doctor giving the same medicine to all the patients having fever. But now we talk about smart healthcare, whether the AI system is giving based on the, let's say, symptoms and all, the system is generating the prescription for the candidate, for the patient. I did my postdoc very recently from NTUB, Taiwan, and there we were supposed to work, go there twice, and then work on the system. And we were able to generate a smart healthcare system, which was personalizing those things. So we are using AI to personalize research insights. We'll discuss very shortly. Uh, AI will facilitate collaboration, enhances teamwork with AI-powered tools for real-time analysis and creation. Collaboration is very important. Look, every time I say, whenever I'm having sessions, I was a very shy guy. I was not even talking to my colleagues in the college 5 years back, let's say 8 years back. But then all of a sudden it happened. Like I took to Instagram, LinkedIn, and there I found LinkedIn people who are very successful people. They're doing very good projects and all. Then I just tried to do something. I wrote very modest messages to people. Sir, you are doing a wonderful job in your field. Can I work for you? Can I work along with you? Can I work on your project? And somehow everything changed. I got those postdoc opportunities. Now having so many postdoc supervisions that I have right now. I have two Saudi Arabia projects with me as freelancer. So the thing here is, we will have to come out of that shell. We will have to come out of that classroom, the thinking that we are only good as teachers. We teachers can do anything virtually. So try and collaborate with the world, try and collaborate, try and make a team of good people so that you can go for real-time solutions and content creation. So just send a message to anyone who matches your interest. Sir, I want to work with you. And you see, after 1 or 2 days, you would definitely get a message. Yes, you can work with us. We are working on this project if you can help us. So it reduces cost and time. Reduces cost and time, minimizes resource use by automating repetitive tasks, accelerating discoveries. As I said, India was the first country to develop vaccine, and that was because AI algorithms worked very well. Then it democratizes innovation, makes advanced research tools accessible to researchers with limited resources. Now, again, this is a word. NEP 2020 talks about virtual labs. So, virtual labs would mean that those colleges which have limited resources, not every college has a state of the art labs. What if we can use virtual labs? IIT Bombay, IIT Mandi, then some central universities from Haryana, from Delhi are offering their virtual labs. They have the simulation labs and which anyone can use. Government of India is giving 5G labs, 100 colleges every 6 months. They're giving free of cost 5G lab for 5G research. Just understand the kind of efforts that are being taken just so that technology can pick up. They're talking about semiconductor industry. They're talking about so many things, quantum computing now. So India is right now on the cusp of that development. And it's like if we can just pick up and if we can just mentor our students to do that, definitely we'll be one of those best in the world. So personalizes research insights, facilitates collaboration. As I said, please try and collaborate, try and talk to people. Another thing that I always say, you are from humanities or management or from social science, you can always talk to your computer science professors. Look, sir, I have the idea. Look, ma'am, I have the idea. If you can work on that, then take that idea further to the incubation centers, and you will find that your things, your ideas are getting invented into real time innovations, sustainable innovations. So supports visualization. AI would help to generate professional quality visuals and simulations for presenting data efficiently. We'll talk about Power BI. We'll talk about very recently, we'll talk about Tableau and how they're being used.
के लगाता ना वो चेन बंद जाती है वहीं बैठ जाता ले
I request all the faculties to please mute themselves.
सबको बांध देते हैं
Faculties are requested to please mute themselves.
कुछ लोग आएंगे टेंडेंसी पर आए ऊपर आएंगे नहीं अभी भी डायरेक्ट वहीं
चलिए वहां चला देते हैं फिर उसके बाद
हाँ।
चलते हैं डिस्कनेक्ट ही कर रही हूँ
मैं वही तो कह रही हूँ
मेरे फोन में बैटरी भी कम है
मेरे
ये
में 17 रहे
मेरे में भी कम है पर 70 है
चल
Finally, the battery goes down. It happens in between. And the
Yes,
problem
sir.
here is, yeah, thank you. I'm really sorry for that. So interruptions are always bad. But ma'am, if you can tell me if from my part I'm audible and visible both.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Everything is going well, sir.
okay, ma'am. So evolution of AI in research. Look now today again, yesterday I had one of the newspaper article that I did was on Turing test to from Turing test to generative AI, the journey of artificial intelligence. So when we talk about artificial intelligence, yeah, artificial intelligence is not something which has come very lately. AI was there when we were reading, when we were doing MCA. We were studying artificial intelligence in almost every semester in MCA. We were taught about artificial intelligence. We were taught about artificial intelligence. We were taught about NLP, Alexa, and all. We knew that, and we were studying the theory part in 1993, 94 also. So it all started, this entire journey started with Turing test. There was a scientist, Alan Turing. And Alan Turing, what he did was he generated one intelligent machine. When he generated an intelligent machine, what he did was now he wanted to test the system, whether I'm successful, whether I have made a system which is intelligent or not. So what he did was he made the human to sit in one room and the computer to sit in the other room. And the same set of questions were given to both of them. So the computer solved the questions, the human solved the question. Now it was looked at like, has the system performed better than the human? So Alan Turing was lucky, was really happy when he found that the system could get more marks than that human. then he could summarize, yeah, in his research paper, yes, the computers can have artificial intelligence. It all started with Alan Turing. So we call that Turing test. So how it started in research, initial assistance with data management, all started, as I said, was started all in 90s and 80s and 90s. Data organization, AI tools were used for very basic data entry, organization, and retrieval and research databases. And let me just say, tell you my experiences. We were the lucky I am the lucky person, definitely. There were so many of you who must have been in of my age group and all. I'm into my 50s now, and we were the lucky people. We worked in Fortran, we worked on Pascal, worked on COBOL also, and we worked on Prolog, worked on Lisp. Then came C and C++ and Java. So we are working on C, C++, Java, .NET, and Python and R. We are working even on these languages, and uh, by God's grace, we can definitely develop the systems. My experience, when I made my first expert system, I made it for Chaudhry Charan Singh University in Meerut, where I was a visiting professor for artificial intelligence. They were not having any teacher, and there was a call to me, Khan, if you can take a class on artificial intelligence, we are not getting any teacher. So I took that session. It was a very challenging one. The students were really good, and we were supposed to make one expert system. Expert system was making some application which can, let's say, work at the level of a surgeon, let's say medical. It was a medical expert system, and we made that in C, C++, and Prolog combined. And then what happened was, it took about 1,003,000 lines of source code. You can just imagine how large, how much time we must have took to make that system. Now, the same system, when I developed for my health postdoc, smart healthcare, same thing I was able to create in hardly 15 to 20 lines of source code using Python and Python libraries, Keras, and all that I made use of. So part here is what I am saying. In 1990s, we were making those systems, but the technology was really slow. At that point of time, it was challenging. Also, AI was being used for very basic data entry organization, retrieval, early expert systems. As I said, I developed that myself, so I know early expert system provided structured frameworks for managing domain-specific research data, the applications, medical databases for patient records, data indexing in fields like libraries, the systems were being used. So it all started in 1980s, 1990s, and in 2000 that we saw there was a lot of change that came across in computer science, and that was advancement in data analysis and analytics. So emergence of data-driven analytics, we know machine learning and models enabled automated classification, trend detection. This was a time when it was being used for marketing strategies to win marketing campaigns. Researchers began leveraging AI to process large-scale data sets, as I said, large data sets, 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 6 to 9 to 10 to the power 15. So large data sets, especially in genomics and social sciences. So now the researchers have started finding that AI can help us to solve these solutions. So AI, no, look, those who are from computer science, we know AI better, like we know random forest, we can live by his decision trees, CNN, RNN, and we can model. So we should always be ready to help for others, those who want our help. We're talking about tools right now, very shortly. Applications, statistical modeling for hypothesis testing, data clustering in biological, economic, climate studies. So by 2000, things were looking very sharp, and AI used to happen to be picking up. Then 2010, you see AI integration with big data. As I said, the data that we have now is big data. And big data is like having a lot of uh, features like a lot of velocity. Big data is always coming at a great speed. There's a lot of variety, different formats, data coming from the social media, data coming from Netflix, from Hotstar, so many. So AI algorithms became essential for handling the vast amount of research data generated by IoT and digital records. Now, IoT picked up. We all understand about IoT. These are Internet of Things. And then India being at the cusp of technological advances, like India is looking for Industry 5.0, 5.6. So, sorry, 6, 5.0, 6.0. So we are looking for something. Someone's mic is on. If any problem. So now they are being used for forecasting climate changes, early detection of diseases. Now AI systems say that even 5 years, 3 years in. Hello, someone's mic is on. If you can mute or if you have to ask something, I'll take all the questions towards the end. So 2010, we started having that revolution, big data and artificial
Features of
intelligence.
salesmanship and personal selling. Features of salesmanship and personal selling. The features of
I request all the faculties to please mute themselves.
Ma'am, from your organization side, you can mute all the.
Yes, ma'am. I think we have to do that only.
Yeah, I think I can start again. It's a very brutal way of stopping the people, but somehow it happens. So now we are at a stage where we have this on the screen. Generative AI for creativity and automation, 2020 onwards, present also AI as a research partner. AI is really helping us. We'll be talking about the tools very shortly. It's about 11:15 now. So we are 10, 11:10. We'll be talking very shortly. So we are making use of generative AI models, automating repetitive tasks like literature reviews, data visualization. We'll be talking about with reference to research only. AI assists in ideation, creating hypothesis. We will see how we can create hypothesis very quickly, designing experiments with not if you look at newspapers also, online newspapers, you would find that they understand that we hardly get time to go through the entire article. So what they do is they have started putting the summary at the top, 2, 3 lines of summary at the top. So this is happening with AI systems also. Yeah. So we'll be discussing how we are talking about creating hypotheses, designing experiments, where we are seeing we are having applications like content generation, data augmentation, modeling prediction, where we'll be talking about tools like AlphaFold, which is helping us. So last 40 minutes, so we have been together and we have been discussing about how artificial intelligence, it all started with Turing test and how the things are changing and how rapidly we are undergoing changes. So now we'll be talking about the tools and applications of AI in research. So let us talk about the tools. Now, this is one tool which we are all using. And if we say we are not using ChatGPT, I think this is something which would be understatement. So we are all making use of ChatGPT. This is one of the tools for automation and writing and research. So uh, it's an advanced AI chatbot developed by OpenAI designed to understand, generate human-like tests. You should be writing the correct question on the prompt. So if we can handle the prompt properly, I think we can generate very good. And I have seen people generating the timetables from ChatGPT. I've seen them doing leave aside hypothesis, synopsis, and all. I've even seen timetable being created. So we'll be talking about those tools also. Ideal for brainstorming, drafting, and refining research content. The key features are generate high quality text for introductions, abstracts, and summaries, helps in creating outlines and developing ideas for complex topics. Applications we are using drafting research papers, proposals, funding applications. So DSTs, CSIR, they're offering projects. We can funding applications, so we can definitely write. We'll be talking about those tools also. So ChatGPT is one of the tools which we are all using, and it is. Then there is one tool which is very close to my heart, and this tool is HyperWrite. And this HyperWrite tool is an AI-powered writing assistant that specializes in generating and refining written content, known for its personalized writing suggestions and content improvement feature, provides context-aware suggestions to enhance clarity, grammar, and tone, generates creative and professional level content based on prompts, adapts to individual writing styles. We are using it in research. Now, this is one you, if you go to hyperwrite.com, and then it will very promptly ask you, just as other chatbots, they ask you, sir, what do you want me to make for you? And there you very politely, you write there, I want a synopsis of a study of healthcare in for the last decade. So it will give you that summary. So Hyperwrite is one solution, is one tool which I very close to my heart. I've been using it. I'll be talking about other tools also. Then in we are all making use of Grammarly, tool for automation and writing and research. Grammarly with AI plugins, a widely used tool that combines grammar checking with advanced AI capabilities, ensure error-free professional quality writing, research writing. Most of us are making use of Grammarly. Key features, real-time grammar and style corrections tailored for academic writing, plagiarism detection to ensure originality in research content, offers vocabulary suggestions to enhance technical writing. If you see at the applications, proofreading research papers for grammatical and stylistic error, ensuring compliance with publication standards. So you see, we are having a lot of publications these days. We are making use of Grammarly. So other tools also we'll discuss. Then other tool that we are making use for literature review and discovery, Semantic Scholar. I'll look at all the questions in the chat box, and you need to put in question answer section also. You can put, you want to discuss something at the end, we'll discuss that also. So we'll have sufficient time here to follow. Semantic Scholar is another tool. It's a free AI powered research tool that provides comprehensive access to academic papers and summaries. So we are having access to academic papers for a related topic and then creating the summaries. The summary part is the word important. It will highlight key phrases, influential citations, related research applications. If we see it quickly identifying relevant literature for a specific topic, understanding the impact of a paper through citation mapping. It can help you with citation mapping. We'll see with the example. I'll have a case study here, discovering new connections between the existing research. So we want to have some research, then the new connections and that may exist. As I said, it will give you a summary kind where URLs also will be provided. So Semantic Scholar is another very important tool for literature review and discovery. Then this research rabbit is very close to our hearts, and this is a really very good tool for literature review and discovery. It's a modern tool designed for exploring, visualizing research connections through interactive graphs. So research papers, how they are connected, creating visual maps of related papers and authors. So there are papers you would find. I want to have the summary of related papers. So you can have visual maps of related papers and authors, help track trends and emerging topics in specific research areas, enable saving and sharing collections of research articles where it is being used, exploring the relationships between various studies, building a personalized collection of essential papers. So if you have to make a personalized collection of your research papers, connected research papers, you can always make use of Research Rabbit. This one is very friendly, user friendly. It will keep on guiding you every step. Collaborative literature curation with peers. So Research Rabbit, we'll take We'll have the case study here, which will again be very helpful. And if I can just ask you if I'm audible and visible both?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the tools for literature review and discovery, another very important tool, very close to all of our hearts is consensus. Now now so I just keep on waiting just slightly for that voice to go so that recording can be fine. So consensus is another very important tool, very close to our hearts. It's a AI-powered tool designed to extract evidence-based answers directly from academic research, ideal for quick summarizing what research says about what specific question. So if we want to summarize, let's say 10 papers, 20 papers, let's say in 50 papers in quick time, then consensus is one of those tools which will help you to summarize, quickly summarize. If you want something about a specific question, then key features that we are looking at allows users to input specific questions, generate summaries based on academic papers, focuses on direct evidence-based insights, highlight the level of consensus of disagreement with the research community on a topic. So here you can show your level of consensus or disagreement also. Applications in research, quickly understanding the prevailing evidence on a controversial or emerging topic, identifying papers with a strong consensus for citation or references. We'll take the case study very shortly, pinpointing gaps or disagreements in current research. So consensus is one of those tools which it even talk to you about the topic. This is a controversial topic, and such people are saying this and this, and your idea it's differing. So this consensus tool is a very important tool that is being used right now. We'll talk about this. Then, for those who are programming the systems, those who are from computer science background or the tools for data analysis and modeling, definitely they'll be needing the tools to develop. TensorFlow is one of the tools. So TensorFlow is one of those libraries of Python, which is a very important library, a open source machine learning framework developed by Google, ideal for building and training machine learning models. Key features are offers extensive libraries for deep learning, neural nets, and predictive learning, supports high performance computations using CPUs and GPUs, provide tools for model optimization and deployment. Look, when you are making a software in computer science research, you have to make the system. It's like in management and other researches, you go for data, primary data, secondary data, you go for surveys, and then you come up with the data and you apply your different models. But here in computer science, we have to make our model, we have to make a system. So TensorFlow is one of those libraries which is very helpful. We'll be talking about it. It builds custom predictive
So your
models.
voice, so I'm sorry to interrupt, your voice has got reduced, sir.
Uh, just a moment. It's not audible now?
And now this is okay, sir. Now this is okay.
Okay. So TensorFlow is being used to build custom predictive models for experiments, analyzing complex data sets in fields like genomics, engineering, climate science, weather forecasting, training, testing neural nets for innovative solutions. So TensorFlow is one thing that we all look for. Then MATLAB is another very important high programming language platform used for commercial numerical computing, data visualization, modeling, key features, specialized toolboxes for analysis. So we are using MATLAB for programming part. So the central universities, IITs and all, they have the license for MATLAB. And if you have the license for MATLAB, definitely we have a lot of capabilities at our hand. As I said, virtual labs, which IIT Bombay, Monday, and all they are offering, they are giving the applications for MATLABs also. So if you wish to work on MATLAB, we can always go to Nehru Place and we can always have the crack CD of MATLAB. So MATLAB for those researchers who wish to work on MATLAB. Then there is a professional student version of MATLAB is also available, which you can request matlab.com. You can request them like if you can have the learning student version. So and another very important tool before coming to this Rapid Miner is another very important tool. It's a no-code data science platform designed for predictive analytics and research machine learning. Uh, Key features are drag and drop interface for building models without programming skills. You don't need programming to skills to have it. It's just drag and drop, just like as we do in Paintbrush or we do in Corel Draw. There are icons on the left, and those icons can be drop and dragged and dropped onto the screen. So it's a drag and drop interface for building models, integrated tools for data preparation, modeling, validation, extensive library of pre-built machine learning algorithms, applications and research, quickly building and validating predictive models, performing advanced statistical analysis, cleaning and preparing raw data for in-depth exploration. So Rapid Miner is again, I'll summarize every of these tools, every tool. So Rapid Miner is another PPT would be there with the organizers and they will be passing it on to you. So you'd find there are so many tools that you're using, must be using, and there are so many tools that we are using. And many of the tools would be common, but there are tools which we can always try. Then, as a researcher, we should be looking for visualization. So one of the best tools for visualization is Tableau. And let me tell you, if anywhere you get a session on visualization tools, please attend that because they're going to teach you Tableau. They're going to guide you on Power BI. So as I started my session with was, sorry, a picture says 1,000 words. So if we can visualize our data using the visualization tools, then the users would be understanding it in a better way. So Tableau is a powerful and intuitive tool for creating interactive data visualizations and dashboards. Now is the time where people are looking for dashboards. And you must have seen on the screen of programmers everywhere, they have the dashboards. So a student getting admitted in the college, the dashboard entry changes. Similarly, something in the marketing section, something is taking place, the dashboard entries changes. So dashboards will explain the scenario to the manager in a better way. So top management is mostly they are making use of the Tableau kind thing. So please 10 Tableau sessions if you get to happen to them because it's a very important tool, drag and drop interface for designing charts and graphs. And this is, you all must have done Excel. In Excel, you have drawing the graphs, you're drawing the charts and all. So in Tableau, this becomes even easier than that. Integration with multiple sources, which makes it important. Integration with multiple sources like Excel, SQL, and cloud platforms means your existing Excel sheets that you have made over 10 years, 15 years, Tableau will be able to export the data from those Excel sheets. Tableau will be able to export the data from the SQL databases that you have. So, in a way, Tableau is so important. So, if you look at this, where the applications of Tableau, creating dashboards to find present findings in a visually compelling manner, highlighting trends and patterns in large data sets, enhancing presentations with professional quality visuals. And remind me, using AI and tools and different kinds of features, now these presentations, they look very well and you can create them in 15 minutes. You can create those presentations for the management. Tableau is a very important tool. You all must then those who want to have a network simulator kind of a thing, NS3 is there, but you mostly are not programming for network simulator. This Power BI, as I said, is a very important tool for visualization and simulation. Power BI is a business intelligence tool, and for these business colleges, management colleges, business intelligence tool by Microsoft, widely used for creating data-driven visualizations and reports. Key features seamlessly integrates with Microsoft Excel and other sources. So Power BI can import the data from MS Excel and other SQL databases. So it's a very important tool, provides interactive dashboards and automated reporting, supports advanced data transformations and visual storytelling, where it's being used summarizing experimental results for stakeholders, comparing contrasting data sets using interactive dashboards, creating professional presentations with visually compelling reports. So these are the things that are really happening. And look, the management also now wants the reports, which should look very nice, which should look good. So Power BI and Tableau, these are the two very important tools that we are all using, and they have the AI plugins inside, so they have become even stronger. And another tools that we all talk a lot about, Mendeley. Mendeley is a tool for collaboration and reference management. So a reference management tool powered by AI researchers to help researchers organize and cite their sources effectively. So you can organize your documents in one place, and then you can, it will help in citing. Also, we need citations for the paper. We need to give the references and citations. So definitely Mendeley is one of those tools. The features, AI features are automatically extracts metadata from uploaded documents. There can be hundreds of documents. It will do it for you, recommends related research papers based on your libraries and interests. So it will tell you, look, these are the research papers which are matching your smart healthcare research. So definitely I'll be interested being my domain. So it recommends related research papers based on your library and interest. AI-driven duplicate detection and citation suggestions, collaboratively managing and sharing references with team members, organizing research libraries with automated tagging and sorting. Mendeley makes it all easy, seamlessly integrate with Microsoft Word for AI-powered citation generation. So a document can open up where you can very easily do the citation generation. So just tool Mendeley with AI plugins is a really important tool that is happening right now, helping us right now. Tools for collaboration and reference management, Zotero with AI plugins. So Zotero BIB, an open source reference manager enhanced with AI capabilities through plugins and integrations. Automated detection and saving of bibliographic information from web pages, suggest citation styles and formats, whether it's EPA or the second one. AI tools for identifying missing metadata, being used for collaborative writing and reference sharing in teams, automatically generate citations and bibliographies in over 9,000 formats, AI-enhanced organization of references. So apart from Mendeley, Zotero with AI plugins is really being used. Then Overleaf is another very important tool. LaTeX with AI Assistant. It's a collaborative LaTeX editor powered by AI plugins for research, document creation, and formatting. Integrated AI tools for grammar, spelling, and style movements, automated LaTeX code suggestions and syntax and corrections. We can write technical papers, theses, research articles in LaTeX. LaTeX is one of those tools which, if you happen to do Power BI or your Tableau or LaTeX, please attend those sessions. They'll be very helpful to you. Collaborating on complex documents with seamless sharing and versioning, leveraging AI for formatting and technical writing assistant. So these are the tools. I'll summarize all of them uh, in the second part of the session that I'll have just now. I'll summarize everything with a case study also where we are using them. So somewhere we have the fear also in our minds. There are ethical considerations also, and there are maximum questions that people put are on these ethical considerations only, as ethical considerations of generative AI in research. Data bias and fairness is one of those challenges. AI models, they learn from the data, which may contain biases. This can lead to skewed or discriminatory outputs. You have worked on the data of the villages and applying it on the data of cities. Definitely that will have biasness, skewed interpretations, implications. Biased models can have perpetuate stereotypes and exclude marginalized groups in research outcomes. As I said, working on the cities data and then using it on the village data definitely will be injurious. Solutions use diverse and representative data sets, regularly audit models for biasness and fairness. So something that NEP 2020 says, something that NEP 2030 would say, that use AI, but use AI responsibly. So this is what the government are also saying. Honorable Prime Minister is also saying, use AI, but use AI responsibly. Dhyan ke saath we have to use it. Then misinformation and hallucination challenge generative AI models may produce plausible but incorrect or fabricated information, which is called hallucinations. Implication in misinformation can mislead research conclusions. Your research can tarnish your academic integrity. There are so many incidents that happen now. They're making AI-based systems. And I've seen people, the paper being retracted after 5 years. So after 5 years of hard work that you have done in and your paper got published, and then the AI system could detect that there was something that was not proper, and that was some misinformation, there was some problem that you have done to the figures and all. So there, everyone is facing that problem every now and then. There are so many retractions. So will have to be very cautious about the misinformation and hallucination. I'll take this case study and would try to. So solution is verify AI outputs with trusted sources. Please don't blindly trust AI. AI can be good. It can be good for efficiency. It can give you solutions, but then you will have to verify the outputs of the AI with trusted sources, implement review mechanisms to validate finding. So definitely, once you get some output, read it, make it read, have a brainstorming with your research team, and then discuss things, and then come out with a solution. So there can be so many misinformations that can generate. Then another ethical consideration is plagiarism and originality. Plagiarism is one of those very dangerous things. So AI may generate content similar to existing work, raising concerns about originality and plagiarism. This can violate academic integrity and intellectual property laws. Solutions use plagiarism detections tools to evaluate AI generated content. We are all making use of Turnitin basically. So Turnitin with AI detection is one of the tools which we all, our colleges have now. And we can always check for plagiarism and for AI content and remove whatever AI content is there. Clearly label and attribute AI contributions. Look, if you have, you're using someone's work, definitely you will have to cleverly and very clearly label and attribute the contributions. You will have to say, I have taken this from this source. So definitely, this is your citations and all. What you do is you cite that this work I have taken from here, and this is the idea that has been taken away. So plagiarism and originality is another thing that is really very a big challenge here. Privacy and security is another challenge. Using sensitive or proprietary data for AI training models may violate privacy laws. Implication compromising data confidentiality can have legal and ethical consequences. So solutions can be ensure that sensitive data, it can be anonymized, adhere to data protection regulations when training the models. In case study, we'll talk about, I'll be going for the another presentation here. So we'll be talking about determining responsibility for errors in AI generated research. Accountability decisions can be complex. Lack of transparency can erode trust in AI assisted research. So we'll be talking about this. Before going into the second part of my presentation and coming face to face with you for the question, answer, and session, this is what we discussed for last 1 hour. We talked about future opportunities of generative AI for research. We are looking for personalized research assistance. So AI tools are giving you personalized research assistance. As I said, different tools. You can read 100 papers within a very quick amount of time, and then go personalized research assistance, seamless multimodal analysis. Using generative AI, we are having the integration of text, images, videos, numerical data. So we can seamlessly put all of them together, multimodal, accelerated experimentation and simulation. As I said, India was able to design vaccine through the accelerated experimentation and simulation. Then the AI tools being the democratized AI-powered platforms will become more accessible, empowering researchers from under-resourced institutions to participate in advanced research. As I said, the use of virtual labs. The government is really giving 5G labs for free for 100 colleges every 6 months or 8 months. So that is really helping. Autonomous research assistants in the future. Future AI systems will conduct experiments, analyze results, even propose hypotheses, transforming the research workflow and accelerating. This is where I'm talking about. We all heard about agentic AI. So, agent AI and agentic AI. Agentic AI is one of those big breakthroughs here. While you are having a meeting and you're finally signing a MOU and you are getting an order, in the meantime, your other activities are being done by the agentic AI, and your payments being done, your shipment order being prepared. So everything that is taking place. So AI is here to stay. As I said, AI is no longer a fiction, and AI is happening. We can see a lots and lots of hoardings having the advertisements of robotic surgery. It's a success, and everyone is going for that robotic surgery and all. So in agriculture, then in finance, in banking, in different self-driving cars, everywhere AI being used. So we are sure that it can be used for research also. And this is where we have last 60 minutes we've been talking about how AI can be used for. Just having just 2 minutes to give me if I can just have my water back, and I will just have 10 more minutes of my presentation with you, and then I'll have face-to-face question answers. Just give me a minute. Coordinator, ma'am, if you can just tell me if I'm audible and back on the screen
Sir,
again.
if you can slightly keep the microphone near your mouth, sir. If you can try speaking once.
I was not speaking at all, so definitely there won't be any voice.
Okay, no,
I'm,
initially you were okay.
yeah, I'm keeping it very close to my mouth throughout the
Okay.
presentation. I think it is just connected to my mouth only. Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
this
sir.
is why I keep on asking every 10, 15 minutes. I'm asking. So, going ahead, this would be the last 15 minutes and then question answer session. We'll come face to face. So, tools that we discussed, let us talk about some case studies also where we are using this generative AI tools for transforming modern research. We talked about generative AI. We are talking about machine learning. Generative AI uses algorithms to learn patterns from data, generate the content that our Gen Z is so crazy about. That content can be text, images, audio, video, code, even scientific data that we can work on. When we talk about generative models, we talk about GAN, generative adversarial network. We talk about variational autoencoders, transformers, or deep learning models that excel at analyzing, generating text, including. So, generative AI is dangerous also at times. These transformer word that we are using, this is being used by the hackers and they are being used for deepfake. So someone cloning your voice, we have this habit of putting we have the habit of putting everything on the internet, all the pictures there on the internet, the videos on the internet, every function in the family is there on the internet. So hacksters are making it a point that they're cloning your voice, they are using the photographs to generate the videos, they're using older videos to create new videos. So these transformers and large language models, they are a very important thing, and at the same time, they're a very risky thing also. Or people are getting calls every now and then that we are calling your son has been kidnapped or your family has met an accident and so on. So this is going across very severely. So transformers and large language models, they are being used. Let us use that for constructive purpose. So applications of generative AI in research, uh, we are using it in drug discovery. We are using it in material science. It can predict properties of new materials, accelerate material discovery, scientific writing. It is helping us generate research papers, summaries, and reports for quicker communication of results. So not only that hacksters are using for deep fake and everything, a generative AI is being used for something which can be constructive. So impact on research that we are talking, data augmentation. Generative models can create synthetic data to expand sets and enhance model training. We can have simulations. They can create simulation of complex system, allowing researchers to test hypotheses, explore new scenarios, modeling. Generative models aid in developing more accurate and predictive models for diverse research areas. So, what would be the impact on research if we use generative AI? Speed is there, accelerate research process and discovery. So many SCIs and Scopus papers, ABCD papers being published. Efficiency, automate repetitive tasks and free up researcher time. Innovation, J innovation is the slogan. Generate new ideas and hypotheses to explore. So a lot of impact is there. So if we talk about automating research tasks with generative AI, data analysis, create visualization, insights from large data sets, we are even creating the code generation is being done, literature review, as I said, we are summarizing, analyzing relevant research papers using generative AI. You can read 100 papers and then create the summary of those 100 papers in one paper, in one page. So here we have the hyperwrite we discussed. This is one of the best tools for research writing. It can assist researchers in writing grant proposals, scientific papers, other research related documents. So hyperwrite is one of those tools. Ginny is another very important tool. It's a research assistant that helps researchers find information, cite sources, organize the research. It's just time saving collaboration. Ginny facilitates collaboration by providing a platform for researchers to share and discuss their findings. So Ginny is another very important tool. GPT-4, GPT-5 we are using. This is another very important tool and it is being used by the researchers daily, visualizing the unseen, image generation from the text. So daily developed by OpenAI empowers researchers to create unique and realistic images from text prompts. You're writing on the prompt, I want a picture of my grandparent, and you can specify he has a beard, his height is 5'6", and also this capability is transforming fields like architecture, design, scientific visualization, enabling researchers to create visual representation of complex. So Delhi is being used very highly by the researchers. Researchers can use Delhi to create compelling visuals for publications, presentations, even interactive data visualization. This allows them to communicate their findings in a more engaging and intuitive manner, prompting greater understanding and accessibility. So Delhi is another tool. This mid journey, they always talk. Mid journey is unlocking the creative exploration, AI generated art. So mid journey and AI art generator has revolutionized great exploration in research. It allows researchers to experiment with different artistic styles, explore novel concepts, generate visuals that push the boundaries of traditional method. So AI generated art using mid journey, creative exploration and research from generating visualizations for complex data sets to exploring new design concept. Mid-journey empower researchers to engage with creativity in their work, fostering innovation and fresh perspectives. So Delhi, mid-journey. Then the sound raw is being used. There are so many legal suits on the contents that they are making, like they are having a song and then creating the plagiarized version of that, copying that version. So SoundRaw is another very important AI tool. So AI generated music, SoundRaw and AI music generation platform provide researchers with a powerful tool to create custom soundtracks for multimedia research projects. Researchers can tailor music to match the tone and mood of their work, enhancing the impact and engagement of their presentations. So we can, from compelling background scores, from videos to producing audio elements for interactive installations, SoundRaw enabled researchers to integrate music into their work, elevating the overall experience and fostering greater audience immersion. So SoundDraw, Midjourney, they are all important tools. There's GitHub Copilot is another very important AI assisted coding. GitHub Copilot and AI powered coding assistant has significantly transformed software development. If you have to see the progress of your students, just look into their GitHub library, and you would see that the students, the Gen Z students, they are really working on very good projects. And if they are given proper mentorship, they are working on projects which we never imagined in our lives. So GitHub library and AI powered coding assistant has significantly transformed software development. It helps developers write code more efficiently by providing suggestions, completing code snippets, leading to faster development cycle, reduced errors. So just if you are happen to see BTech or BCA or MCA students GitHub libraries, you would find that they're really working on this impact on software development. Co-pilots influence extend to research, enabling researchers to focus on more complex problems by automating repetitive tasks, enabling faster development of research tools and platforms. This would accelerate innovation and allow researchers to concentrate on higher level goals. So they are definitely, if their time is saved, they're working on designs, they're working on utility patents. So never before we have seen so many filings of patents, of copyrights, trademarks that has been done right now, because we are at a point where every one of us is working on these tools. So Microsoft Azure is another very important AI tool for research. Microsoft Azure, Cloud One, IBM Watson Studio, collaborative research platform being used for data analysis, collaboration, scalability. Then we have seen that Grammarly, we talked about as writing, helping us in writing enhancement, clarity, impact of our research. So go for Grammarly. Then applications in education, as we've been seeing, personalized learning. Every student is being treated like a different person, and the teaching Coursera, Udacity, if you know Khan Academy, they are making use of Khan Migo. So they are teaching the student on their pace. So similarly, AI will help the researchers to develop things at their personalized learning curve. Content creation, as we see, uh, we've been talking about. So they're being used in finance to make predictions, risk assessment, fraud detection, generative AI applications in healthcare, drug discovery, personalized medicine, medical imaging. They're all helping us. Potential in scientific research for material science, drug discovery, climate modeling, we have already discussed. So, the future of the generative AI in academia and academic research would be personalized learning, tailoring education to individual students' need and learning styles. Research collaboration, as I said, collaboration will be picking up a lot, and we are all collaborating. In fact, we are collaborating with the outside world now, with the other countries, scientists from other countries. And the more you collaborate, the more successful you will feel, because we then are working on something, as I said, working on projects from Saudi Arabia has given a lot of insights, have given a lot of confidence also. Then new research fields, AI will enable research in new and emerging fields. Ethical, we just discussed biasness, misinformation, always a fear of job displacement is there, which is always a risk. So integrating AI tools for effectively requires a multidisciplinary approach, fostering collaboration between researchers, developers, data scientists, open communication, sharing AI capabilities, understanding of AI capabilities, and a focus on ethical considerations are essential for maximizing the impact of AI in research. So AI is transforming research and opening the new avenues for scientific discovery. We are on the correct path. NEP 2020 says that we will have to make use of ICT, artificial intelligence, to make things work better, to become the wish crew. It's crucial to address ethical considerations and ensure responsible development and implementation. So the responsive use of AI, we should be using it responsibly, as we'll be discussing in 2030 NEP, where they will be integrating Indian knowledge systems with artificial intelligence. So a lot of things will be coming up. Thank you very much. I'll come face to face and I'll just stop the sharing part.
Yes, sir.
I'll come face to face. Just, ma'am, give me a minute to have just
Surely,
water
sir. Surely, sir.
and come back to the screen.
Surely, sir.
Just a minute, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I'm sure this session will help our faculty members on tools in research during LR, data analysis and modeling, collaboration and reference management, visualization and simulation. It will also help them understand what kind of ethics is involved in research and its future opportunities, and not to forget the impact of generative AI in research. A lot of questions has come, sir. So once you are done drinking water, we will take the questions one by one.
Yes, ma'am, I'm back. Sorry, I'm not
Yes.
seeing any question there. If you can just read them out if I have missed out on them.
Surely, sir. I will just read the questions for you. Our first question, sir, is from Mr. Srikanti Nair. His question is: the core objective of education is to develop knowledgeable, ethical, independent, critical thinkers with civic virtue, responsible citizenship, and sustainability awareness and lifelong learning capabilities. To what extent does student AI usage support or hinder achieving these objectives? Should I repeat the question again, sir?
I'm looking at it on the screen. Just a moment, ma'am. Just a moment. I'm just
Sure, sir.
looking at it. Yeah. Yes, Shrikant sir, we definitely agree that the objective of NEP 2020 says, and the education on the whole, that we are developing knowledgeable, ethical, independent, critical thinkers with civic virtue, responsible citizenship, sustainability awareness, lifelong learning capabilities. Yes, I think you have summarized everything. So the part here is we want our country to progress. The dream of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is to go for becoming the wish crew using technology. So technology is here to help us. Technology can be used as an assistant. So we as professors can definitely use it to assist us, and let us not overuse it. And if someone is overusing it, we are using a term these days, AI detox. So if you feel like someone has overburdened with AI, what we can do is we can just switch off the internet part for a few days and just come back to the basic coding part and basic study part. Here is the basic part, Shrikanji, is we want to go to the race, we want to join the race, we want to become the number one, and still we want to think like AI will be helping us to do it. Look, we are all working on those frameworks, governments are working on those frameworks, but as professors, it's our duty now would be to mentor the students, as I said in one line. Responsive use of AI is the need of the hour, and this is where we academicians will have to tell our students to use AI but responsibly. We have to go for ethics. We'll have to teach our students what ethics are, because somewhere down the line it has to come from the family, it has to come from the academic fraternity. So our responsibilities are twofold. We teachers will have to teach these students. Look, it's not the problem of Gen Z only. We are finding that lots of teachers are also indulging in malpractices. So somewhere you see some universities being red flagged, some papers being retracted, and some thing penalty has also been imposed. Like some colleges have got the points deducted. So the point, Shrikantji, we are looking for the ideal society, and this will come with NEP. Professor Asjad is with us. He's working on 2030 guidelines also. So somewhere, Asjadji, you would remember that they are asking us to inculcate culture values also into NEP 2030. Not only we teachers will have to teach them, we'll have to make our digital pedagogy and instructional design. We will have to take stories from Upanishads, from Panchandra, and from different sources, Vedas and all. We will have to take the stories, we will have to take the learnings, and we'll have to incorporate those changes in the education. So that part will have to be done. It's going to come. Government is working. We are working hard, academicians. Arshad Bhai would say in the future, he will deliberate us definitely sometime that this is going to be the term Indian knowledge system plus these ethical considerations. So Shrikanji, definitely we are working on that, and in that for the time being, let us all be very responsive. We let us teach our students about the ethics also, as well as about the correct use of artificial intelligence. Technology is our assistant. It can never replace us. This is for sure. We are listening to news everywhere, job cuts, everything is happening. This is only temporary. Once we are guiding our students and if they become skill centered, definitely I would say there would be no risk. जब हमारा टाइम था 1990s में, it was a मंडल टाइम. सर हम लोग भी अजय भाई हम लोग बहुत परेशान होते थे हम क्या करने वाले हैं. But then came a time when we got that path and we picked that path and we said we will not bow down. We will work and become the best of the professionals. तो आज की तारीख में I think we are one of the best professionals around. We are taking sessions for every, not only India, we are abroad also. We are all taking sessions. We are all indulged in those projects. So my advice is, sir, Shrikanji, let us take this opportunity. We are at the point of time where world is looking at us. सो छोटे से फायदे के लिए अगर हम ये ग्रोथ रोक दे देते हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी पे ब्रेक लगा देते हैं, इट विल बी वेरी इंजूरियस. So let us take as it is coming and let us be responsible, teach our sense of civic virtues and all. This is the moral science, I think, will have to come from the family and from the teachers, and we are doing that. Every now and then in a 1 hour session, 10 minutes I'm always using to mentor my students on these values only. In my sessions also, I keep on saying that only. So let us be very honest, and we teachers are always very honest species and very emotional also. So at times we are emotional and we don't want the incorrect thing to get into the system. हम अपने बच्चों को भी यही सिखाते हैं, अपने students को भी हम यही सिखा रहे हैं. Ma'am, if you can read out any other question, I think.
Yes, sir. So we do have a lot of questions. Okay, sir, our next question is from Dr. Satinder Singh. His question is there any guidelines or parameter proposed by NEP for users to consider the ethics of AI?
And they're working on that, but still no formal frameworks there. But definitely 2030, we'll see a lot of things because what we are learning, we'll definitely have a lot of changes coming up. But right now, we are propagating use responsibly. We have put the responsibility on the universities. So the universities, they are definitely having a very close scan also. The feedback system is one parameter where feedback of the students is going to the management, and every now and then the teachers are getting the notices, they're getting the suggestions of improving. So somewhere, let me again put it, because we always put that in a wrong perspective. AI, just we say, AI has come here as a helping part of it. It's going to make our lives easier. हमें सिनॉप्सिस बना के दे देगा। आज का सेशन जो था, it will help us to make synopsis, help us to create literature reviews, and in the meantime, we will be able to work on the actual project if we have a lot of time there. So it will save time for us. So,
Yes, 13, second floor. Okay.
so ma'am, another question is there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We do have questions, sir. So the next question, sir, is from Dr. Vijeta Chauhan. Her question is: many a times people paraphrase the content taken from AI, ChatGPT, etc., and in flag check sometimes it is not detected. So does it affect the original research work?
Definitely. As I said, papers being retracted after 5 years. So the companies and these strangers and all, they are coming up with very important softwares where they are working and they will catch hold of it. So paraphrasing and everything will not help for a long term, because there are so many papers now being retracted and users have spent a lot of money on that. So be original. My suggestion is be original. Look, plagiarism 10%, 12% is always there. But please, AI content, if you are using, एआई का ये मसला नहीं है कि आपको कट कॉपी करना है, आपको आइडिया मिल जाता है, यू गेट द सिनॉप्सिस, यू गेट द आइडियाज, देन वी विल हैव टू वर्क ऑन दैट आइडिया एंड डेवलप आवर ओन लैंग्वेज, आवर ओन. लुक, डेटा इज माइन, my algorithm is mine, programming is mine. So definitely the language, if we can just mold some language, that will really help. SCIs and Scopus papers are never published very easily. And we can now understand 6 months down the line, people are taking to get it published. And please avoid the clone journals, जो ये clone journals वगैरह चल रहे हैं कि Scopus can be done in 6 days or in a week. No, none of the Scopus or SCI papers will get published. Three, it will at least take 3 to 4 months. So please avoid the people who are saying that. Again, I would say, whenever you design something, have a brainstorming session with your peer-to-peers. We can always form a team, as Ajit Bhai
So
and I
sorry,
have
14 or 13 times.
very recently we have got together. So we can always have a team where we can always put our suggestions. कि sir इसको देख लेना. Look, we can always find errors. We can always find shortcomings in other works. तो अगर आप किसी दूसरे से अपने काम को वेरीफाई कराओगे तो डेफिनेटली इट विल बी अ बिग हेल्प. अपनी गलती कोई नहीं पकड़ पाता है, बट डेफिनेटली दिस इज गोइंग टू हेल्प. अगर हम एक ग्रुप बना लें 7 8 10 लोग का, जो फ्रीक्वेंसी मैच होती हो, and if we can work together, I think sky is the limit. We can do it. I have 87 SCI Scopus papers now, and this is all the work of collaboration. I have been, as I said, I'm always very modest. I always say, sir, can I learn from you? Every now and then, every person, I just say, can I take it from you? Sir, can I work with you? So let us be modest about it. There is no arrogance. There shouldn't be any arrogance. Look, we are all wonderful teachers in class. We are the best. We can deliver our sessions. Even if we don't study, we can deliver our sessions of 5 6 hours a day now. We are from their expertise. Every one of us is having 15 20 30 years of experience. And teachers, mostly what they can do. So they can speak and speak and speak. So we are all here. It's discussion. Basically, it was a discussion kind of a thing. I'll again suggest, let us use the tools responsibly. देखिए, ये आपकी हेल्प करने के लिए टूल्स हैं, आपके लिए प्रॉपर सिस्टम पूरा नहीं बना कर देते हैं. Let us work. उसके बाद हम let us form a team. Let us sit with our students. Most of my projects, I admit here, most of my projects have been done by my BTech students, because BTech is a time where the students are at the maximum of that Rayleigh curve. My memory is going down. I'm from 50, I'm going down now. My students from 20 to 28, they are at the height of they're at the peak of their career. So they are helping. So collaborate, do the innovation. Another point, just sir, Shrikant sir said, let us come out of the classroom. The point here is, let us come out of the classroom, develop innovative solutions. हमें दुनिया याद रखेगी because of our innovations, because of our teaching. ये नहीं होगा सर, कट कॉपी पेस्ट बहुत सारे लोग कर रहे हैं, दे आर सर्वाइविंग ऑल्सो, बट उन लोग की बहुत जरूरत है. and they are very successful also. जो innovative है, जो research oriented है. Sir, today I'm being invited by every MMTC around India. Every MMTC, I think I'm taking the session. And this is because every time we are not just getting into that groove कि मेरा topic ये है. Any topic that you get, my suggestion to everyone sitting here, 400, I think 499 people were here for this wonderful FDP, wonderful idea. The time, but my suggestion is please read more and more. Every night, just read something new. Every morning when you get up, that idea will be there in your mind. So let us do it. We can all do it. We can all make the country proud. Thank you, Arshad Bhai, for this opportunity, DBIT for the opportunity. I think I was wanting to get attached to this system for a long, long time. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yes, sir, welcome, sir. I would like to add that our Vice Principal, Dr. Shalu Tandon, is also with us, and she will like to speak something for you. And we are very much blessed that you have came today and you will able to have an interaction with our audience. I know your experience. You are an international faculty as well as national faculty. You have taken participation all over the country. You are a supervisor for the postdoc also in many university abroad. So it was our privilege to have you on this forum. Thank you very much. So I will request my vice principal to speak some word for Dr. Saab. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Don Bosco is doing a wonderful job. We can all see. And it's one of
Thank you,
those
sir.
vibrant colleges where you have a very good team of people. And
Actually,
very
sir,
nice.
I will like to tell you, actually, you were recommended by our vice principal, Dr. Shalu Tandon, ma'am. She was
एग्जाम ड्यूटी तो नहीं होगी ना सर?
Hey,
has
ma'am.
told you that we should be having an opportunity. Yes, ma'am. Hello.
I request the faculties to please mute themselves. Please mute your mic, everyone. Thank you so much, sir. I would now request Professor P.K. Nayak, sir, HOD Commerce, DBIT, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Ma'am, sir is in there. Raza sir is there or he has left?
Sir, Nayak, sir is
Yes.
here.
Sir. Yes. Good afternoon. Am
Can
I
we see
audible?
Raza sir? Nayak sir, can we see Raza sir is there?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Am I audible, Anurupa ma'am?
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir.
Yes.
You're audible, sir.
Good afternoon. A quote from famous philosopher J. Krishnamurti's book, Educating the Educator. I quote, a teacher must be beyond the limits of society and its demands, so as to be able to create a new culture, a new structure, a new civilization, unquote. We all are educators, are gathered here for educating ourselves through the experiences of senior educators. I am Dr. Pramod Kumar Nayak, HOD Commerce in DBIT. It is an honor to propose the vote of thanks for the day 3 of this faculty development program on AI-powered smart teaching, outcome-based education, and digital pedagogy for 21st century educators. First and foremost, I extend my deepest gratitude to our eminent speaker, Professor Itiram Raja Khan, for an incredibly insightful and timely session on AI in academic research. Sir, your practical approach to integrating AI tools into modern research has left our faculty inspired and better equipped for the digital era. Thank you for sharing your valuable time and expertise with us today. My sincere thanks go to our visionary management at DBIT for their constant support and guidance. I express my profound gratitude to our chairman, sir, Father Sajan M. George, for his inspiring leadership. Our director, Professor Vikas Rao Wadi, for his continuous encouragement and academic foresight. Our CFO, Father Viju, for his unwavering support. My sincere thanks to our Vice Principal, Professor Shalu Tandon, for her guidance and coordination, and our Registrar, Dr. Sanjay Kumar Singh, for his support. My co-HODs, program coordinators for their efforts for smooth function of the sessions. Finally, a special word of appreciation goes to the convener, Dr. Asjad Usmani, and entire FDP organizing team. Thank you for your meticulous planning, coordination, and hard work in ensuring that this third day first session was executed so smoothly. Last but not the least, I thank all the participants across the country for their active engagement and enthusiasm. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir.
We hope you found today's session insightful and impactful. Your feedback is invaluable to us in improving and curating meaningful programs. Please take a moment to fill out the feedback form shared in the chat box. I request all of you to please switch on your camera for a group photograph. All the participants, resource person, faculties, you all are requested to please switch on your camera for a group photograph.
Can you share the PPT?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, it
We will be
says
doing that, sir.
the camera has been disabled by the host.
Ma'am, just give me 1 minute. All the participants are requested to please switch on their cameras.
You cannot start your video because it is disabled by the host.
Disabled by the host, yeah, ma'am.
Is it still disabled, ma'am?
Madam,
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, just give me a second, ma'am.
disabled by host, ma'am. Hello.
It's coming now. Not disabled.
Ma'am, we can see you, ma'am.
Raji Lakshmi, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. We can see you,
3
ma'am.
days and 2 days onwards, I am watching continuously, but I
Chat
didn't get
box is also not working, ma'am, please.
that.
But yeah, mine is also not opening up, ma'am.
Feedback form is not opening, ma'am.
No, the message
Yes.
displayed is that host has disabled it.
Yes, that is the
No,
video.
ma'am.
You start your video. You cannot start your video because it is disabled by host.
Okay, but many of the participants are able to do it. If you can check the connection at your end. We can see many participants who are able to switch on their cameras.
Where is the feedback form, ma'am?
It is in the chat box.
We have the same issue here that I cannot start a video. That is
Chat
disabled by
box is also not working, ma'am.
Chat box is also not working, ma'am. I'm unable to see the chat box.
What we will do is we will resolve this in the afternoon session. So we will again post the feedback form in the afternoon session.
Okay,
I hope that will serve the purpose.
Can you give the
Okay.
WhatsApp, and then we can fill easily in the
Yes. Can you add our number in the WhatsApp group also?
for us.
We will just see that too. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank
So
Okay,
thank you,
ma'am. Thank
everyone.
you.
We will meet you again at 1:45 for our afternoon session. All of you are requested to please join our afternoon session. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.